press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello dear students, let me continue Center of Mass part 8, okay, lecture number 8 from System of Particles and Rotational Motion, okay, rigid body dynamics. So anyhow, in the last class we covered method of decomposition, and maybe the last one is from a circular disc of radius r we removed another circular portion of radius small r, and we know how to find out those type of questions. Let me give some more examples in this session. Okay, let me continue from the last class now. See, they given like this: a circular, write down, a circular portion of diameter r that is going to cut diameter r is cut from a circular disc of radius r as shown. Then find the shift in center of mass. Then find shift in center of mass. Okay, here I am going to give the diagram. See, this is the circular disc. Again I use the same circular disc only. See, circular disc whose radius is given r. From this another circular disc, another circular portion whose diameter is r is going to cut. See, this is the diameter. Yeah, whose diameter equal to r. So this is what, this is not diameter. So yeah, this is correct. Yeah. See, this is the initial center of mass for the bigger disc whose radius is r, and this is the another portion. See, this is going to cut, and this diameter is equal to what? This diameter is r. Diameter of this one is r, and what is the radius? Radius is very clear, r by 2. Diameter of this cutting part is capital R. This is the diameter. Then find the shift in center of mass. Find the shift in center of mass. Yeah, this part is going to cut. So this is the center of mass of the bigger one and center of mass of the cutting part. D is the distance between them, and this distance is very clear. How much this value? This complete is r, and how much d? D is very clear. D is r by 2. D is r by 2. And there will be a shift. Here this is the center of mass. It will shift left side. Okay. Now what is our formula? I think you remember the formula. Mass removed into distance by total mass minus removed mass. Okay, this is nothing but remaining mass. Remaining nothing but what? Total minus removed, which is equivalent to remaining. Okay, I am using removed. Yeah. Yeah, recall the last class topic now. I used this formula already. What is the removed mass? Removed mass proportional to the area. What is the radius of the removed part? Radius is r by 2. Radius is r by 2. So removed mass proportional to the area. Remaining is the thickness, density, those are constant. I am not using now because of the same shape, symmetrical shape. Okay. So same shape, that's why you will get a constant in the numerator and denominator, that is going to cancel out. Okay. Removed mass proportional to area of the removed part. Area, what is area? Pi r square. What is that r? R nothing but r by 2. Removed part radius is r by 2. So let me write here. Mass removed proportional to area. Area nothing but pi r by 2 whole square. Remaining is there, thickness, density, those are constant. Pi also constant. Total mass proportional to pi capital R square. So R square. So removed is R square by 4, R by 2 whole square, R square by 4. What is D? D is clear. This is R by 2, this is what also? R by 2. D is R by 2, exact center. So R by 2. Total mass R square by 4. Then simplify this one. R square gets cancelled. So XCM is 4 minus 1. This is 3 by 4, and this is R by 8. 2 the 1 the, how much it is now? R by 6. Minus R by 6, otherwise R by 6. Okay. Same problems I started. Okay, from the last class I used this one. Again I am going to continue the same models. Okay, you can cut at this part, at the edge, anywhere. Okay, if you cut like this part, if you know that length, we can get the answer. Now answer is R by 6. We can cut one square plate from circular plate. From a square plate we can cut a circular plate. Okay, I am going to try everything. Yeah. See, if some more part is cut from the center, for suppose, see, I am going to rub this diagram. Say there is a disc. Initial center of mass of the disc is C1. Initial center of mass of the disc is C1. Another part is cut at the center like this. Another part center also here only. Okay, some more part is cut from the center, so that the two centers are coexist. Okay, two centers are coincides. Then tell me the shift in center of mass in this situation. There is no shift in center of mass. If any portion is cut from the center, then the shift in center of mass is what? There is no change, 0. Okay, if it is cut from this end, if they given this value, then we can use the same formula, mass removed into this distance. Okay, if it is small r, if it is capital R, R minus R. So by using this formula, we will get shift in center of mass. And if any portion is cut from the center, then there is no shift in center of mass. Okay, now let us cut in a different way. Now we are going to cut a square plate from circular disc. Okay, so write down the next one. So a square portion of diagonal is equal to radius of circular disc. Radius of circular disc is cut as shown. Then find shift in center of mass. Yeah, they given a square portion of diagonal that is equivalent to radius of the circular disc is going to cut. Then find the shift in center of mass. I'll give the diagram. See, okay, these are also simple problems. I am taking too much time. So, this is what center of mass of the circular disc, and this is the radius. Okay. From this, a square plate whose side is given some A, that is going to cut, and diagonal is equal to what? Diagonal is equal to radius. So, they cut like this. They will give the words, otherwise they will give the diagram. Yeah, this is the radius, and this side is A. Okay, this is going to cut. Yeah. So, from a circular disc of radius capital R, a square portion of diagonal is equal to radius is cut. So, this is the square plate whose diagonal is equal to radius of the disc. This is going to cut. Then let us get the shift in center of mass. This is C1. C1 is the initial center of mass of the circular disc, and this is C2 is the center of mass of a square plate whose side is A. Gap between them is D. This D is very clear. How much D value? From here to here is R. This is half part. So, D is very clear. What is D? R by 2. D is completed. And which side the center of mass will shift? No doubt left side. This is the center of mass. Now, our formula. Center of mass is equals to mass removed into distance by divided by total mass and removed mass. Let us see what is the removed mass and total mass. Removed mass. Removed mass is nothing but a square plate, so it is proportional to area. Removed mass. What is the shape of the removed mass? Square. Area of the square is A square, because sides are A, so A square. Sides are A square. Okay. And see, this is capital R, okay, diagonal. Side is A, and this value, if this is A and this is R, shall I write from this diagram? R is equals to root 2A. Diagonal is how much? Capital R. And if the side is A, what is the diagonal of the square? Root 2A. So, this R equal to root 2A. So, what is A? A is equals to R by root 2. So, in place of A, we can write R by root 2. R by root 2 square. So, R square by 2. Use simple geometry, very simple geometry. This is diagonal. How much is the diagonal? R. And what is the side of the square? A. So, R is equals to root 2A. Then how much A value? R by root 2. Substitute A as R by root 2 and square is there, R square by 2. I got removed mass. Coming to the total mass. Total mass also proportional to area. See, I am using area. Earlier I written only R because constants are same. Here the constants are different. Why? Because one is a circular shape, other one is a square shape. So you can use proper area. In a previous problem, I used only radius. Why? Because same nature, same circular discs are cut. From a circular shape, another circular shape is cut. But here, from a circular shape, a square shape is cut. So area of the square shape is different from area of the circular shape. Okay, that's why I am writing area. And this area proportional to what? Pi r square. You write pi. Remaining thickness, densities are constant. Same size. Thickness is same, density is same. So pi r square. Now wherever the removed mass is there, there you write r square by 2. Removed mass. Removed mass this is. What is the formula? Mass removed into distance. Mass removed is written. Distance. What is distance? R by 2. What is that d? D is the distance between two centers by total. What is total? Pi r square. Removed is r square by 2. Okay, r square you can strike off. So this is r by 4 and this is 2 pi minus 1 by 2. Okay, 2, this is 2. So what is the answer now? Shift r by 2 into 2 pi minus 1. So this is the shift in center of mass. So if a circular, so from a square portion of diameter is equal to radius of the circular disc is cut, then the shift in center of mass formula r by 2 into 2 pi minus 1. Okay. So no need to remember the formula, just follow the method, because they may give this radius capital R, they may give some values. Okay, follow the process. What is the process? Mass removed into distance by total mass minus removed mass. Removed mass proportional to area, total mass proportional to area. Okay, if in this area pi is there, if in this area pi is there, then avoid the pi. But one area is area of the square, another area is the area of the circular shape. That's why you write as it is. In a previous, both shapes are same, circle, circle. Pi will be there in both cases, that is cancelled. Now this is the answer. So these are regular questions in entrances and easy level of questions, not much tough. Maybe next some methods will come, integration, that maybe you are going to face problem. Okay. Because first PUC students don't know the proper integration, but second PUC students will enjoy that integration process. Okay. Because semicircular wire will come, solid sphere, hollow sphere, solid cone, hollow cone. Derivations are too lengthy. No need to worry about the derivations, especially for first PUC students. Okay, because if you are good in integrations, no doubt you are going to enjoy the next methods also, integration methods. Anyhow, let me continue this one. So write down the next concept. So let they given a square plate, okay. So write down the next one. A square plate, okay, uniform. A square plate of side 2 capital L or small l, 2 capital L is divided, okay, no need directly, a square plate of side 2L from which a quadrant is cut. Quadrant is cut as shown in figure. Then find shift in center of mass. So they given a square plate, uniform square plate whose side is mentioned 2L. From that, of course, that is divided into 4 quadrants. Square plate divided into 4 quadrants. From that, 1 quadrant portion is cut. Now let us see how that is going to cut. So this is also simple problem, simple concept. See, this is the square plate whose side is mentioned 2L. They may give 2L, they may give L. From a square plate, they may cut circle, they may cut anywhere. So this is the square plate divided into 4 quadrants. From this, 1 quadrant portion is cut. From this square plate, 1 quadrant is cut. Initially, the center of mass of this square plate is here. So this is the initial center of mass. Let me call it as C1. If I cut this part, if this part is removed, then center of mass of this part is here, C2. The distance between them is D. Distance between them is D, and center of mass will shift this side. Somewhere it will shift. So this is the shift in center of mass, XEM. Because I am going to cut this place means center of mass will shift this side. If you cut here, center of mass will shift other side. Anyhow, the cutting part means final answer is negative. Okay. Yeah. Now see total mass. First let me find total mass. Total mass proportional to area. So total mass proportional to area. Area of the bigger square. Area of the bigger square is what? Side is 2L, this side also 2L. Square 2L, 2L. So 2L square. Nothing but 4L square. So total mass we got it 4L square. And removed mass. Removed. Proportionals to area. Proportionals to area of the removed part. What is the side of the removed part? Side of the removed part how much? L. Total is 2L, side is how much? L. This is L, this is L. Then what is the area? L square. Okay, we got total mass, we got removed mass. Then identify the D. This is also very simple. D. What is the D? Distance between two centers. How much this one? This part. From here to here is L, and this is L by 2. This is half of that L. L by 2. If this is L by 2, what is this? L by 2. L by 2, L by 2. See, opposite side, adjacent side. What is this one? Diagonal. Okay. So hypotenuse. This is L by 2. L by 2. What is this now? If this is A, this is A, this is root 2A, L by 2, L by 2, then how much it is? Otherwise use cos 45, because L by, this is 90, this is 45. Use cos 45, this is L by root 2. Yeah. See, L by 2, L by 2, this is root 2, L by 2. This is what? If this is A, this is A, this is root 2A. Diagonal, if you feel this one, this is the diagonal. Root 2A, root 2A. So, what is this? Root 2A, what is A? L by 2. Then how much? L by root 2, which is equivalent to D, L by root 2. Use cos 45 directly now. This is L by 2. This is a small square, L by 2, L by 2. This is root 2, L by 2. So, L by root 2. So, D is L by root 2. Then coming to our formula, mass removed. What is mass removed? Mass removed is proportional to L square. See, again I am using only proportionalities because square is square cut. Otherwise I will use area. Of course, area, from area I written L square into distance. How much the distance? L by root 2. Total mass is 4L square. L square. So L square, L square, L square. L by 4 minus 1, 3 root 2. This is the shift in center of mass. Don't feel as a tough, very easy, nothing. Now from this let us cut a circular portion. Okay. Yeah. Now let me do the same model. A uniform square plate of side 2L from which a circular portion is cut from one quadrant. From one quadrant as shown, then find XCM, shift in center of mass. Yeah. See, this is the square plate whose side is given 2L divided into 4 quadrants, and here a circular portion is cut like this. Yeah, this part is going to cut. Yeah, decide it. Initially, the center of mass of this one is at here, C1. Center of mass of this piece also, C2. The distance is again same like previous problem. D is the distance. Why? Because this is L by 2, this is L by 2, this is L by root 2. So, C1, C2 distance is very clear. Center of mass will shift this side. XCM. You try this. Identify the total mass, identify the removed mass and extend it. So, let me write total mass. M total proportionals to area, nothing but what? 4L square. Clear? M removed proportional to area, but what is the shape of the removed part? Removed part is like a circular disc. So, you can use the area of the circle. So, pi r square, r square nothing but what is r? What is the radius of this circular disc? This is the radius. Okay, not this one, this, okay, up to here is radius. So, what is the radius of this circular part, circular portion? L by 2. Radius is L by 2. This is also the radius. How much the radius? L by 2. So, pi r square, nothing but what? Pi L by 2 square, pi L square by 4. Clear. Got total mass, got the removed mass, and the distance is very clear. How much the distance between two centers of masses? L by root 2. You got the D, total mass and removed mass. Then substitute the values in our formula, you will get the answer. Verify, try to get this answer. Got the answer? Yeah. See, check your answer. Removed mass nothing but what? Pi L square by 4 into distance L by root 2. Okay, divided by total mass. Total mass is 4L square and removed mass is pi L square by 4. So, anywhere L square cancelled. So, pi L by 4 root 2, 4. Okay, let me write. Pi L by 4 root 2, 16 minus pi by 4. So, the answer is pi L by root 2, 16 minus pi. Pi L by root 2, 16 minus pi. Verify your answer. Yeah, got the same answer? Okay, you can try not only this, from a circular disc, you can cut a square plate. At the center, you can cut, means one edge. I'll give you one more if possible. Yeah. See, you try this question. This is the circular disc whose radius is given r, center of mass is C1. You try this. Yeah, this is little, no, okay, nothing. Side. This is r by 2, this is r by 2, r by 2. Just a minute, I will give you a question properly. See, they given like this, actually, see. They given a circular disc whose radius is r. From this, a square plate of radius, square plate of side r by 2. Square plate of side r by 2 is cut. Square plate of side. If I take up to here r by 2, and how much this value? This should be. This is r by 2, and this is going to be r. So it's not possible. So this is r by 2. How much this value? R by 2, R by 2, this is R. So it's not possible exactly. Here they given diagram like this. From a circular disc, from a circular disc of radius R, a square portion is cut. Okay, a square of side r by 2 is cut as shown. So this is the square of side is given, r by 2 is cut. Then try to do this problem. There is a small delay because question is confused a lot. So anyhow, now it is clear. So they given a circular disc whose radius is r. Whose radius is r. From this, a square plate whose radius is r by 2 is cut. This is the square plate. This is going to cut. This is the removed part, and this is the remaining. This is the total mass disc. Try to solve this problem. This is C1 and C2. C1, C2. Earlier I confused with small diagram. Now it's okay, clear. So, what is the distance between these two centers? This side is r by 2, and what is this distance? R by 4. Distance is clear. Distance between two centers is how much now? R by 4. Distance between two centers is r by 4. Now, XCM is equals to mass removed. What is the mass removed? You try to solve it. Mass removed proportional to area. So what is the area? Area of the square, removed part is like a square. So side into side. r by 2 into r by 2, r square by 4. Mass total also proportional to area, and that is nothing but what? Pi r square, because one is a circle, other one is a square. So removed is r square by 4, distance is r by 4, removed into distance by total is pi r square minus removed r square by 4. Solve it. So r square gets cancelled. R by 16, 4 pi minus 1 by 4. So r by 4 into 4 pi minus 1. Check the answer. R by 4 into 4 pi minus 1. Okay, they may cut anywhere. So here I taken like this. R by 4 into 4 pi minus 1. Yeah. Okay, try to solve, use this method to solve some other type of questions. So up to now method of decomposition is covered and method of symmetry also covered. Now next the main target is going to start, method of integration. Okay, I am worrying about you only especially because I am going to use some integrations. So far first year students I think don't know proper integration. Okay, no need to worry, at least you concentrate on final formula. If you are good in integration, try to solve. Okay, otherwise you wait up to the second PUC. In second PUC you are going to cover the integrations. After integrations, the next methods that what I am going to solve, those are you feel very convenient. Right now let me continue. Okay, so write the next one. So see the next method to locate the center of mass. Method of integration. Method of integration. Or this is applicable for continuous mass distribution object, distributed objects. Yeah. So don't worry, try to understand the way. Okay. So because right now you know only maybe differentiation, especially for first PUC students know only differentiation. Okay, most of them are not good in integration, first PUC students. Remaining second PUC students, no doubt they are going to enjoy this topic. Now anyhow, let me try to show each and every derivation, and at the end I am going to give one shortcut formula to remember the formulas, so that you try to follow it. Anyhow, I am going to solve each and everything in detail, try to follow it. So first one, see, continuous mass distributed objects. Okay, so let me give one example now. To solve continuous mass distributed objects, I am going to use integration method. Okay, integration of x dx, integration of x to the power of n dx. I think you know these basic formulas. Integration of x to the power of n into dx is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Most of them remember this formula, I think. Okay, basic formula, very basic formula. Integration of x to the power of n is x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. Okay, this is the basic formula. Integration of sin theta becomes cos theta becomes minus sin theta, some formulas will come. Okay, so I will use based on the situation. Before that, let me give one problem. So the given, read the problem now. A uniform rod of length capital L, uniform rod of length L and mass capital M, okay, and linear density lambda, which is varies with something lambda naught x as shown. They given this problem. Then find center of mass from O. See, they given this diagram. Yeah. Okay, try to follow it. See, they given a uniform rod whose length is L, whose mass is capital M, and the uniform rod have linear mass, linear density. Linear density is lambda, that is varies with respect to x. This lambda is varying. Okay, so density is varying. If it has uniform density, then center of mass is L by 2. If length is L, center of mass is L by 2. If this does not changes with respect to x, if linear density is constant, then center of mass is at L by 2. If it is L by 2, direct answer. But this is varying. Linear density is varying. So keep in mind, there are three types of densities: linear density, aerial, and volumetric. See, three types of objects we are going to solve now. One is linear. Linear, nothing but some straight wire, curved wire. One more is aerial. Aerial means some circular shape will come. Okay, sphere, hollow sphere. Okay, hollow sphere and hollow hemisphere, some other values. Volumetric means solid sphere. So keep three terms in mind. Let me write the three terms first: lambda, sigma, rho. So this is also going to come in the second PUC, but try to understand here now, because these methods are important for especially JEE students. Okay, useful for NEET also. So mostly important for JEE students. So purely JEE. Lambda is linear density, nothing but mass per unit length. Keep in mind, lambda is what? Mass per unit length. Sigma, aerial density, mass per unit area. Sigma is mass per unit area. Based on the given objects, I am going to use lambda, sigma, and rho. Rho is the volume density, mass per unit volume. Keep these three formulas in mind: mass per unit length, mass per unit area, mass per unit volume. Okay, keep the three formulas in mind. So identify first whether the object is a linear object, aerial object, volumetric object. Okay, first identify whether the given object is linear or aerial or volumetric. Now the given object is length, linear model, linear object. It will have lambda, but that lambda is varying. If it is not varying, then center of mass is at the center only, means midpoint, L by 2 directly. Okay, so this will have lambda. Okay, this will have lambda. L is the length, M is the mass. And what is the lambda for this one? Lambda is mass per unit length. Lambda is mass per unit length. Now our target is to find center of mass from O for this rod, uniform rod, with a non-linear density. Okay. Now, to solve this type of questions, we have to follow integration. Let us see how to use the integrations. Anyhow, we know XCM formula, summation of I is equal to 1 to n mi xi by capital M. In the same manner, that summation, let me replace with integration symbol. So, to find the XCM, x coordinate of center of mass, I am using like this: integration of dm into x by integration of dm. If you want to find the x coordinate, use this formula. In place of summation, I am using integration symbol. Earlier I used a summation symbol. That summation I am replacing with integration symbol. Okay. If we want to find y coordinate, there is no y coordinate for this. If you want to find y coordinate, then use integration of dm into y and integration of dm. What is this dm? dm is the small part, and this is the y coordinate, and this is the x coordinate. If they given in z, of course z is not useful, then ZCM is integration of dm z by integration of dm. So I am going to use these formulas to solve the center of mass of given object from O. Okay. Now let me use XCM for this given diagram. So we don't want to use YCM right now. There is no Y coordinate. Now let me use only XCM. Yeah. Coming to the solution now. So a uniform rod whose length is m, L mass is m, linear density varying with lambda is equals to lambda naught x. Now target is to find out center of mass from O. To solve this type of questions, you can go for a small portion first. Okay, at a time we cannot get direct answers. Okay, so you can take a small portion from O. Now let me take at a distance of x. Let me take a small portion in the rod. Okay, at a distance of x, I am taking a small portion. This small portion of length is dx. What is the length of this small portion? Dx. Total mass of the rod is m. Length of that part is dx. And mass of this part is dm. What is this dm? Small mass. If I add dm, that number of dm's will give capital M. Okay, one more small part. If I add all small parts, then all small parts will give total mass. All small lengths will give total length. Keep in mind. Okay. Now, to find this type of questions, at a distance of x, you take a small elemental length at a distance of x from where you are finding. So, L is the length. Yeah. Now, I am taking a small portion at a distance of x from O. And lambda, anyhow, we got it. And for small part, see, for small part, lambda, we can write it as dm by dx. What is lambda? Linear density, mass per length. For small part mass how much? Dm. Small part thickness how much? Length how much? Dx. Dm by dx. Now dm, we can write it as lambda into dx. So dm, we can write, what is lambda? Lambda for a original is m by l, capital M by L. M by L. So anyhow, we don't want to use lambda here because lambda is varying with lambda naught x. No need of this one right now. So no need of this one here because lambda already varies with respect to lambda naught x. So in place of lambda, you write lambda naught x dx. So I got how much mass is there in a small part. So dm I got it as lambda naught x dx. Dm I got it as lambda naught x dx. Now target is to find out x coordinate of center of mass of this given rod. Okay. So use integration formula, integration of dm into x by integration of dm. Okay. For second year students, these are nothing. Yeah. Now identify the limits from where you started and from where you are going to end. Starting limit, ending limit. X starts from 0. X starts from 0, last L. So end at L. So starting limit for this integration is 0, ending limit is L. 0, L. So identifying limits also important. Okay, right now I am getting very easy, 0, L. Next some angles will come, 0 pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Okay, different angles will come. Okay, identify the limits, where it starts. So x starts from 0, end at L. 0 to L. Now substitute this dm value. Substitute the dm value. Integration of 0 to L. What is dm? Lambda naught is a constant, lambda naught x dx. Dm I substituted, x you keep as it is. Okay, and this is integration of 0 to L. Dm is lambda naught x dx. Yeah. Dx derivative quantity. Okay, dx is derivative quantity. Don't write x cube. So dx is what? Derivative quantity. Now XCM. Lambda naught you write outside, anyhow cancel. This lambda naught is the constant, cancel. X square dx, integration of x square dx. This is 0 to L x square dx and 0 to L x dx. This is the integration process. Okay, if you know the integration process, this is nothing for you. Integration of x square is x cube by 3. Integration of x square is x cube by 3, like x to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 1. X cube by 3, limits are 0 to L. X dx is x square by 2, 0 to L. Substitute upper limit. I think you know this process. So substitute first upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit minus lower limit. Now XCM. This is L cube by 3 minus 0. This is L square by 2. So L square. So how much the answer now? L by 6 is the required answer for this given question. Okay. So don't worry about the integration. First to PUC students, no need to worry because the methods are like this, and these means almost JE level I am going to start. See, I started the chapter very slowly, system of particles and rotatory motion. With basics I started, and I done very easy level of numericals in the last sessions, and slowly I entered into the concepts. Okay, concepts also almost I covered. Okay, some good questions also done, like a triangle problem, some other questions. Practice those questions, first PUC students, and slowly entered into the symmetry method, decomposition, and one more JE level started already, integration. Okay, so practice the integration basic. At least you try to get some idea about the basic integrations. I think you learned some basic mathematical physics in the starting classes. So I hope that most of them remembered integration process. If you are good in integration, no doubt you are going to enjoy this. Otherwise it is a trouble, no doubt. Okay, but I am going to show everything with some integration method. Next also solid sphere, hemisphere, everything I am going to show with the derivation. Okay, so I got L by 6. If lambda remains constant, if lambda does not varies, if linear density does not varies, L by 2. Okay, if lambda varies with some beta naught x square by 2, some k x square, k is a constant. If it is given x square, substitute x square into x cube, some number will come. Okay, sometimes they may give lambda. If lambda is equals to something a plus bx, where a b are constant, wherever lambda is there, there you write a plus bx into x and follow the same process. Now finally, what is our answer now? For this question I got it as L by 6. If it is a uniform linear density, center of mass is at the midpoint of the rod. Okay, so just I started method of integration. I'll continue remaining in the next sessions, because at a time all integration methods means you may feel bored. Okay, but next class completely integration level problems. Be ready for that. That's why I started one problem. Next class also not easy, because I am going to use integrations that is easy for second year students. It's not easy for first PUC students. Very simple mistake. It is what? 2L by 3. Sorry. Okay. So that is nothing. Okay. I am thinking about you, that's why I confused. So 2L by 3. See, this is 2L by 3. Okay. No need to worry about the calculation. You try to observe the calculations. Okay. Sorry for that.